Hello and welcome to the stage. It's a new year. What?
I was looking for the stage.
The stage. We are the stage.
We are the stage. Oh, the world's a stage.
The world's a stage. Don't you get it, Darcy?
I get it. I'm a player.
Ah, good.
I mean, on the stage.
Of the game?
Yeah.
Of life?
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
my hair again today?
All the
Is
world's
it-
a stage, and we are merely players.
Oh,
right?
I didn't
Yeah.
know that part.
I play left wing.
Okay.
No, it's left
It's gonna be one of those shows, guys.
I was outstanding in my field,
Oh, my
and then I found my way back.
Tim likes your Canadian tuxedo.
I know. You know
We're
what?
Canadian.
I love this jacket.
It's such a
You know
good
what?
jacket.
It's got a little stretch to it. It's got inside pockets, a place to store your device.
This is a good jacket.
Yeah, it's got many pockets. I got thousands of dollars in here.
Thousands of them.
Look, I even have this little.
Your chapstick is
Yeah,
there.
it's no brand though. It's
No name?
brandless. Yeah.
Brandless. I respect that.
I don't know why.
I respect that.
I
Fashion
think
and
I've had it
function.
for like 7 years.
Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome
Yes, Happy
here.
New Year. I know we haven't really seen each other.
No, I haven't
No.
seen Darcy since last year.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I know, it's really original. It's going to be a really good show today because we're going to be talking about how to set yourself up for success this year. I mean, it feels kind of cliche at this point to be talking about New Year's resolutions.
Bitcoin.
It's important. It's important. I'm going to get Darcy to do a vocal assessment on my voice today because why not? We get all of you guys to sing that horrible assessment, so why not subject myself to that?
Yeah, when was the last time you did it?
It's been way too long. I've been coughing all Christmas break.
Ooh,
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
We're gonna find some problems.
I like that.
Might be able to solve some problems.
Always.
Always. There's always an answer.
Always.
So I wanted to just check in with you guys. How was your holiday? Mine was really great. I think I clocked about 30 hours I started Breath of the Wild from the beginning again.
What's that?
It's a video game.
Oh, I've never played a video game.
Oh, we should not change
Wait
it.
a minute. Does Pac-Man count?
It does.
Okay, I played a video game.
See?
Tetris. I like Tetris.
So you would love Mario?
But I
think
don't.
it's the next step.
I can't plug myself in front of a screen. I guess I can.
You can.
Yeah.
You can.
I just don't like games.
But you would everybody likes Breath of the Wild. It's the best.
Really?
Megan, you just got to cheat and go on YouTube and look at how to actually pass the game. That's what I do. And then it's fine. Then you have more fun. I
Breath
also
of
ate
the
all the
Wild.
chocolate. That's
What does
it's
that
called.
smell like?
Breath of the Wild. It smells like wild.
Wild. Your breath is wild.
Gosh, Darcy, you don't understand
I
Zelda.
have to apologize. I'm running on a little sleep and a couple coffees, and
Ooh, coffee is good.
yeah.
I increased my capacity for food over the holidays by not having any boundaries on what I ate, and now I am back to my routine and I'm hungry.
I know. I had some sugar too.
Do you hear that?
I can hear it. Yeah, it sounds like
Smoke.
there's travelers inside.
There are travelers of hunger.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Lisa, stay focused. This is why we miss Julia. Julia's in Germany, but she's coming back, or so she says.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is. Okay, Darcy, before we get on to the next thing, do you have a New Year? Oh, I'm not going to say this wrong. New Year's. I can say that?
You can say that.
New Year's.
We were just talking about our peeves. Like,
Pet peeves?
one of my peeves is when people say Happy New Year's.
That's what I always say. Happy New Year's.
It's Happy New Year.
So now I have a complex about saying Happy
Yeah.
New.
You're not welcoming years. You're welcoming a year. Happy New Year.
Okay, so what was? Do you have a New Year's? New Year?
New Year's Revolution?
No. Do you have a tradition
Oh.
for New Year's Eve?
You know what? I used to. A friend of mine was online posting about how for the first time in years and years and years, he hasn't played a New Year's gig. And since I can remember, since 1981, I played a New Year's gig every year.
Wow.
And it's just been the last few years that I haven't.
Feels weird.
Yeah, it feels weird. Yeah.
It feels weird. Maybe you
But-
should change that.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it overrated or is it a great way to start the new year?
Whoa. Apostrophe S makes it possessive, so the resolution belongs to the new year. So New Year's resolution makes sense.
Yes, New Year's resolution, but not Happy New Year's.
Fair point. I do feel better about my chosen grammar a moment ago, though, now. Thank you, Tim. My tradition is really boring for
Is
New
it?
Year's Eve. I choose to stay home.
I love that.
I hate going out. I always journal, and I journal about the things I'm proud of from the past year, and I think about what I want my next year to be like. I always get really emotional about like,
Do you?
I feel sad that my year has ended. I grieve that a little bit. Then I eat and I go to sleep.
It's really just another day.
No.
Like, who decided that day was the day we were going to start
Society,
marking
the calendar,
travel
the
around
modern
the sun?
calendar.
Yeah, I know. It's
Speak-
another day. You should journal every day.
I do.
Oh.
But I do a special journal on New
And the address is www.lisasjournal.
Year.com.
Her thoughts.
My thoughts on the new year. Okay.
And what were your thoughts?
Oh, I'm not telling.
Oh.
They're too dark. Goodbye. It's such a good song.
It's
That's
a
pretty
great
cool.
song. It's a good vocal song, actually.
Yeah, you'll learn so
Many,
much.
many points of vocal maneuvers in just
Yeah.
the first verse alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a webinar.
It is. We could do like a whole live lesson on just that song.
Yeah.
Maybe we will.
Let's do it.
That's a great idea.
We'll do it right after this.
I forgot something really important in the announcements. Our songs library, friends. I want to show you why this is exciting if you don't already know. So we just launched this. Now,
I was playing around with it.
it's pretty cool. So I'll show you what I like best about it. Can we screen share? Oh, yes. Okay. I'm going to click on Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. Now, keeping in mind, I'm still getting used to actually how to use this feature because it's new to me too. So out the gates, Jack, will it have sound if I hit the play button? That's,
But if you click on the keyboard,
yeah,
I love that part.
keyboard option?
Yeah,
Okay, boom.
because then you can see the vocal line when you play the song.
You can. It shows you right where it's going.
Yeah.
You can also see.
You know what I noticed? Don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
But I noticed, like, I listened to a few songs and they were male singers, and a lot of them were in the same range.
Oh, interesting.
Peter Cetera, Bruno Mars, they were all in
Yes.
the same sort of key area.
Which is really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you this visually, and then I'm gonna actually unplug it so you can hear it through the speakers because I want you guys to be able to hear. Will they hear or just not at all unless I unplug it, Jack?
You probably.
Okay, so I'll show you first. So your default is gonna be to give you the melody line view, which is really, 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 really cool.
For all those that read.
Yes, but if you don't, so the reason this is good is because then you can see where the melody's going. Even if you don't read notes, you can follow those
the
pitches are moving
bouncing
up and
ball.
down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like that, click this microphone. Boom. And it'll take you through the lyrics only, which is awesome. Now, here's another really, really...
Yes, it highlights it as it goes.
Yeah,
right?
it highlights it. Here's another really cool feature. If you don't feel like singing along with Olivia Rodrigo, if you don't want to sing with her, you can set it up so that it plays hit the synth button, and it's just going to play the piano part. So you're gonna be able to follow along, and you can set it to play the whole piano, bit, or if you switch this, how did I do this earlier? You can focus on the voice. So when you click focus under settings, it'll just play the melody line. So if you want to rehearse maybe just the first 2 bars of the song, you can drag your cursor and loop it. And that way it'll go through those first 2 lines and it will repeat it. Oops, I unlooped it. So you can go over and over and over.
Best way to do it.
Which is incredible. And there's some other things that get me really, really, really excited in this because look at, you can transcribe it. So you want to put this in a different key. You can only do this with the synthetic version. So you'll hear the piano playing for you, but you can transpose it higher or lower if it's in the wrong key
At least
for
you
you.
can find the right key.
Yeah, it's so cool. I'm going to unplug this now so I can show you, actually, how am I gonna do this? I can't tell unless I can hear it, but there's a setting in here where if you take the focus off the voice and you actually mute the voice, it'll stop playing the melody for you, and then it'll just play how did I do this earlier? It'll just play the piano parts, look at that. So this is really, 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 really cool. Jack is gonna get my sound working. Jack is here, but you can't really see him because he's hiding, but he's gonna make it so the sound works.
The jack of all trades.
He really is. He can do so many things.
Thank you.
Wow, are you actually making this work?
I'm gonna make it work.
Jack is amazing. You guys have no idea how amazing our team is here. Like, they're seriously... Whoa.
Oh.
Just gotta dim
I have to
your
close
volume.
this one. Yeah. Huh.
Okay, goodbye.
Yes! Thank you, Jack! Okay, now you guys can hear this. Okay, let's see if I did this right. I'm gonna press play. So notice how it's not... Well, that's an exciting piano part. So excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs crying 'cause you weren't around. So it plays a piano part for you.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, it's an
ding,
annoying
ding,
piano
ding,
part.
Ding, ding, ding.
But you can also set it up so that it plays the voice. Why isn't it? Why isn't it playing? I killed it, guys. I killed it. There. Oh, it's because I had it muted. Watch this. You probably with that blonde girl. You can just isolate your vocal. Or you can do all of it. So you'll hear all the parts, the vocal melody and the piano. And this is where you can transpose to new keys. And if you lose your melody, put the voice back on. Someone else. There's so much you can do with this. It's ridiculous.
Whammo.
It's so cool. So those are a couple of the main features. I'm just gonna check in on the chat to see if you guys are following me.
Chat.
Yes. Okay. It's really, 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 really cool. So you can transpose the songs. If you go to the synthetic version, you can alternate how you see it. You can alternate how you hear it, and it's amazing. So we will be putting together a step-by-step tutorial on how to use all the features, but that's something that you can go play with and explore, and it's gonna really, really help you with your practices. It's so cool. Okay.
Very efficient.
Very, very efficient. I lost my Singeo live on my screen. Darcy?
Yeah.
Are you ready to do a vocal assessment for me?
Sure. We could even build a snowman.
Do you wanna? No, I hate snow. Well, I kind of don't hate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, there's one exercise that
They should all know this.
you should. If you haven't gotten to this part in the method, it's common.
This is the very first thing you should do.
Tell us about it, Darcy.
It's the 5-tone ah.
Ah.
Why do we use ah?
Because it's a vowel that we use in the world.
But why do we use ah as a checker?
Because it's kind of like, it's not super narrow and it's not
It's
super
very wide, very open. It's
Is
the
it?
second widest sound we can make. Bring the vowel chart.
The vowel chart.
It's the second widest shape we can make. Ah, ah.
Lisa can do this. There you go. Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Oh yeah.
Ah.
Ah.
Yeah. Like poor baby.
Or bot.
It's a dark vowel.
Like robot.
Ah, right?
You're hiding behind the vowel chart
I
now.
am. I am the vowel chart.
You are the vowel chart. Okay, so we're doing this.
Some people are the walrus. I am the vowel.
You are the vowel.
Anyways, we use the 5-tone ah because number one, it's easy to set up in chest voice where we speak, and then as we ascend towards the transition and then into the transition, it reveals for us what's wrong.
Yeah.
What the tends to is. Maybe it tells us that you're completely balanced and you just walk into head voice. Then it's just time to start balancing and strengthening the voice. But it's a checker. Now, in the beginning, when you first start, you should use it as a checker. Don't work that sound until you've perfected your stance and your placement, etc. But then over time, it's a vowel that you're going to need in the English language. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might as well use it.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna just start on it, and then Darcy's gonna direct, and then he'll tell you what's going on.
So am I approaching this like you've never done it before, or
Yeah.
like someone that I'm just working
Like
with?
someone that you're just working with.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Do you want me to start on this one?
Yeah, I started on that one.
I'm starting on A below middle C. Am I winning?
So far.
It feels okay, a little tight.
So she's just into the transition now. Yeah, halfway in. Keep going. Watch what happens. Keep going. And one more. So you made it through.
I
right?
did. It wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't pretty, friends.
So yeah, but you know what? Some people would say, "Oh, that was really good." Right? You made it through. You got through. The one thing we have to remember about exercise is that we don't stylize it. So we don't want to change it too much.
Right.
It quite often doesn't sound good, but what are some of the things that we could do right off the bat? Now, it's a checker exercise, so you're not warmed up yet.
Not at all.
But there's a couple of things you can do even when you're not warmed up that are going to help you.
Okay.
So if you go back to your A, yeah, and I want you to just say that note, ah. Now I want you to soften it a bit. Drop your jaw. Ah. Now anchor it a bit more. Now sing the phrase. Right? So you can hear it's already grabbing a little bit of head voice there, right? Right? It's already doing that. Now I want you to keep the volume the same.
Okay.
I want you to think about how much dopey you use and just feed the phrase. So the breath is going to chase the breath out. You're just going to feed the phrase. Anchor the first note a bit more. Move up. Drop it dopey a little bit. See, the volume was balanced instantly. Do it again. Keep walking. Those three things. Anchor, dopey, feed. Drop the jaw a little bit as you go up. You're in. So you just negotiated the transition, which means now you're in your head voice dominant position. And then what can happen is she's through. But if she warms up and gets through, she can go for a long time.
Yes.
Farther and farther. Yeah. So all those things that we were doing, anchor the first note, drop the jaw, feed. You notice when she did that, the volume was more balanced, something we look for.
Yep.
And it was a more relaxing state to produce that sound. The other thing that happens is when you play with the positions of the mouth, it feeds the formant, so the harmonics are boosted rather than attenuated.
It basically creates a more kinder environment for the sound to hang out.
It just works. Now, if you warm up and then do that, you should be able to, then you could work that exercise.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
With the 5-tone ah, typically you start it below your transition and try to get through the transition. As soon as something happens, whether it flips, cracks, gets stuck, strains, then you stop and you can see where you are.
Because for me, what I was having to work really hard on is not going, like there wanted to be that flip there.
Yeah, so that's too soft of an approach. And position of the larynx is going to force you into that. If the larynx gets too high, it promotes that. So if you drop the larynx, you can shape. And I sometimes feel like the higher notes in the 5-tone scale, it's a bigger space in the mouth.
That's why you drop the jaw.
Yeah, and keep the tongue low and forward. Oh.
So many things to think about.
You're juggling plates, really.
You're juggling plates.
You're in a circus act.
We are all in this circus act called life.
Yeah.
Julie makes a really good point that everyone should do this assessment as part of their New Year's practice.
You know, I think you should do, if you're just starting out with the program, do it every day. Do it every day and see if what you're doing in the exercise based on your assessment is working.
Yep.
If you're at a level 2, 3, 4, then just come back to it once a week.
Because I notice different things every time I do
How
that.
long have you been singing?
Like 1,000 years.
And we, she's not warm. You got to do this when you're not warmed up.
Yes, that was the whole point of not warming up before I did this, because I really wanted you guys to get a clear picture.
Yeah, exactly. It gives you the clear picture. You just took the words right out of my mouth.
I've learned some things from you over the years. Megan, I would love for you guys to send those to student reviews. That would be a great way.
You know what? I think that would be a smart student review. Maybe that should be a resolution for all of us. Send us a 3-minute video of you doing the 5-tone pre-warm-up.
No warm-up, and in the best case scenario.
And if you could film it in such a way that we can see your larynx and we can see what's happening with your mouth area.
Yeah, that's ideal.
Yeah, because then we can really assess.
And say, okay, my perfect student review does this. It says like a sentence. Hi, my name is Nana, and I'm gonna do this, just so we can hear your speaking voice. Yeah. And then it has a 5-tone and then it has maybe one line of you singing something. Like maybe you're just singing a chorus of something.
But speaking of student reviews, like typically it's a line or two or a part in the song that gives you grief, right?
Yeah.
So film that section.
Yes.
right? Because then we can really zero in. Because what happens for me is I start listening. Oh, there's something. And it's true with everyone, really.
You can always find
something. So I try to find the biggest, like triage, the biggest challenge. Let's look at that first.
Yeah.
So send us your biggest challenge after the 5-tone ah.
Yes.
And we'll send you the best
feedback
remedy.
Yes.
The best remedy.
Oh, I like that. I should. It's been like weeks of this.
Yeah, I know.
Weeks of this.
Last time I was here, you were coughing up lungs.
I know. Oh, remember that? Oh, that was the worst.
Yeah.
I had to sing. Were you guys there? I talked to you about how hard I was working on that All I Want for Christmas, and I had it so good. You should have heard the rehearsals. And then we go live, and it's just like my throat was filled with the phlegm. It was a disaster.
Fleming.
It was terrible.
Lisa Fleming.
Yes.
And now the
Thanks,
news
Tim.
with Lisa Fleming.
And now the news. Spicy food burns away congestion. It burns everything, though. I hate spicy food. Actually, I've started to enjoy some spicier foods lately.
I'm a medium spice.
Mild to medium. I consider mild to be spicy. Okay. So give me just a second, friends. Give me just a second. Oh, you know what we haven't done?
What?
Our warm-up. What do you guys think about our warm-ups? Honestly, do you actually sing along with us when we do our warm-ups? Are these of any benefit to you, friends? Okay, Tim loves them. Julia wants to warm up. What are we doing? Tell me.
Let's do a descending arpeggio. Let's start for the tenors. So B, bottom note B. Yeah, and we're gonna do a descending pattern on an ascending. Do it down, down, up, down. That much. And we'll do it on a nice, gentle, dopey, tongue forward.
And I'll join in when I can. Hear how dopey he is? And it's really strong. I still can't join in quite yet. And
Altos, maybe.
we'll try. Oh, nice. Oh, my nose. I'm going to go faster now.
We'll start to neutralize the larynx, tenors.
Everyone else? Dopey. I'm going to be dopey through here.
The tenors can start to go bratty on the top, and altos.
This is fun. You have these notes?
I'm gonna go half up.
I'm going to do one more.
And then you can bring that down. Up and down, massage it through. Now you can, if you get to be a part where it's like squeezy or it's starting to disconnect, just bring it down. Come back down and then walk back up. Come back down. Down and up, just massage it. That's pretty much warming up the voice is middle register down. You want to use all the vibrating mass of the chords, keep everything free and flowing.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, where's my highest note? Right out the gates.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
I fully agree. So that's another thing you can add to your list for me.
Yeah. So the lip bubble, of course, works very well. If the lip bubble feels funny, use the semi-occluded puffy cheek.
Ooh. Sometimes I'll alternate when the bubble gets too much. Okay, give us another one.
I like to do hung. Now, let's do it on a 5-tone scale.
Okay.
And for tenors, I guess we could. And we're just gonna, for those of you that have used a turntable record player,
the old-fashioned kind.
you take the needle and you don't drop it on the, you just
You'll get yelled at by your parents when you do that.
Yeah. So you're gonna go hung, just lay that on there and
That's
keep
really
the
good.
NG flowing out your nose.
Okay.
That's a weird phrase. Right?
Yeah.
Let it flow
Let it flow out of your nose.
Hung. can drop your jaw. Don't disconnect the back of the tongue. Stay dopey.
That makes it easier.
Yeah. And of course, you would walk it back down.
That felt
Interesting with this sound. Now, when you say hung, it's the back of the tongue and the soft palate, right?
Yeah.
So all the air is directed out the nose.
Yeah.
Or the nasal passage. Now, when you lower your jaw, like you know when you make a siren sound, woo, woo, the high part is actually the big space. Woo,
Oh.
right? So when you drop your jaw,
You can go places.
and you feel really, you know when you do the bubble in your nose, just touch the bridge of your nose. It'll stop the vibration.
Oh yeah.
Now, this happens primarily to women. Did you know that?
Why?
I don't know.
Dumb.
Physiology?
I'll
The
write a
Lord's
letter.
punishment upon you? I don't
Something. That's another thing for the list.
But that stops it. Now, that's actually a good sign because that means we've activated like mixed voice or head tone.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Which is what you want. Okay.
I'm not really a believer in the mask too much, but
It's a frame of reference for some.
for some, but the mask is different for everyone. So the notes that vibrate for you are not going to
This be the same. So how can you put? Anyways. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. One more.
One more?
One more.
Okay, well, since we're starting to vocalize,
Yes.
let's use the word one, W-O-N, and we're going to use it on a 1.5 octave. We're going to really challenge ourselves.
Okay. Where start?
Start for tenors. Yeah, sure. One, 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 one. One, 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 one.
I can do it.
One, 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 one.
Oh, that's low.
One, 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 one,
It
one.
feels like a weird word now.
One, 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 one. Stay dopey if you have to. One, 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 one.
It's all around like loose.
One, 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 one.
One, 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 one. One, 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 one. This is so weird. One, 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 one. Notice he's joining an octave down. One, 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 one. So you can still sing, guys. One, 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 one. One more. One, 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 one.
Why do we like the one?
I don't know, because it's whoa.
Yeah, it's kind of a ooh, your lips can go forward. Helps
You can't get grippy on
helps
it.
raise that second formant, which is head voice. And the N is a soft consonant, so it just gives us enough resistance just to calibrate each note.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
It's not like a stopping.
No, it's not grabby.
Yeah.
It's just right.
One, and then you could do one backwards, which is now. Now.
And that's gonna lean brattier.
Leading off with the soft consonant.
No. I don't think I've ever done that. No.
And
No.
did we get rid of the vowel chart?
It's right here.
So let's look at this just for a second. So one, right?
Wah.
Ow.
Wow.
Ow. Right? Wow. We. Anyways, I have a lot of fun with this. This is where you spend a lot of your time. This is where you're going to spend most of your time once your source is balancing, like your breath and vocal cords. This is where you're going to spend all your time. This is where all your problems are. This is where you live.
You guys haven't
that's
watched
your house.
Darcy's course, The Science of Singing, yet. You
Wah,
should
wah,
go
wah.
watch it.
Yeah, it's
It
fun.
talks about all this, and it will change your
And
voice.
this is really important. This could be the make or break in a song, in an exercise. No, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Because if that's not tuned, if that isn't balanced, it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to have a problem.
We don't want problems.
No.
We're here to be problem solvers.
We're problematicless.
We have no problems.
Problematicless. Is that a word, Jack?
It is now.
Problematicless.
What is that in front of your face? No, that's okay for now.
That's all right.
What I want to talk about, which is our theme today, vocal resolutions.
Vocal resolution.
Number 1, friends.
Vocal resolution.
Take care of your vocal health.
Yeah, I would say that's number 1.
Uh,
So what does that mean?
Well, it means a lot of things because
Where would you start?
hydration, because
Okay.
it's the easiest.
So your body.
Yeah, my body.
Start with your body.
I can take care of my body, and drinking water for me feels like the lowest hanging fruit. It's like
It's right there.
Cheers.
Water. And as you know, it takes a while to get into the body. Now, New Year's resolution, if you're a singer that sings a lot, get one of those vocal mist things.
100% worth
Oh
it.
my gosh.
It makes all the
Like,
difference.
I use my voice all day,
Yeah.
pretty much every day, right? Working with clients or working on this or working on my own things. And it's talking is sometimes the hardest part.
Yes.
So if you're a teacher or a conference speaker or someone who just uses their voice all the time, it gets squashed, you need to get one of these and a mister.
We are getting closer to being able to provide you with one of those. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. Much closer.
Yeah. And then I would say to add to that physical exercise,
Yep.
right? Even if it just means you go for a walk, you go for a run, a jog, a bike ride, you lift some weights, you do some yoga, you chase your kids, whatever it is, do something to get the heart rate up every day.
Yep. You got a healthy body, healthy voice.
And it'll clear your mind. You'll be able to approach your singing and your rehearsal and your practicing and everything you're trying to do. You'll just be able to come at it a little more clearly.
Here's a fun one to add to the health equation, which I was struggling. We did some sessions, and I was just having a lot of vocal fatigue. And do you know what Darcy asked me? How's your stress? It's the hardest one because you tense when you sleep, right? When you're stressed out, you can clench your jaw.
Have we done a session on stretches yet?
No.
Probably should.
Okay, Julia, can we put that on the list?
Put it on the list.
We'll do a session on
stretches. I tell
stretches.
you, some days I do it. I just do stretching.
All
That's
the
all
difference.
I do. Yeah.
So stress will absolutely impact your vocal quality. So I know I always hate when people are like, well, you need to reduce your stress. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. But where does stress reflect? It reflects in the voice.
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna you feel it. You're gonna
If you're
hear it.
upset, if you're upset,
You hear it. It wrecks your
if
voice.
you're mad,
all
right?
there.
If you're all happy.
I'm always
Happy, so happy takes all the weight off the voice, right?
happy.
Anger and stress and
Ah!
depression put weight on the voice,
crazy, hey?
and you have to carry that weight. And then it gets into a whole psychological.
We're not gonna get into
How
that.
long have you had this problem?
I have had this problem for many years. Okay, so we're gonna take care of our vocal health. So that's my resolution number 1. Number 2 is setting up a practice routine. This is really important.
Yeah, for those of you in the program and you're just speeding along through the program, just back up, digest it, spend a few days on what you
Please
just
don't
learned.
rush.
Digest it. Make sure it becomes slightly boring,
Yes.
right? Record yourself and then listen back and go, am I doing this correctly? Right? And then how does it apply into song? If you're having a problem in an area and you've put in a student review and we've given you some remedies and it's still not making sense, well then something's out of balance.
Go back to that 5-tone
back.
go back to the exercises.
And just digest those exercises.
I think of
Chew them up.
like all the instruments under the Musora umbrella so far, I think the one to rush the least with is the voice.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like, I know I play. It's so physical, it's so changing.
With my clients, like we'll work on in a session, we'll work on an issue.
Yep.
And then I give them a series of exercises, sometimes 1 or 2. And then I tell them, until I see you again, you repeat those exercises only.
Over and over and over
10
and over
or
and over.
15 minutes, 4 to 6 times a day. You can OD on it, but you don't have to do it forever. Just a few minutes. And then outside of that, do what you want to do. Sing, play your guitar, piano, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
So how long do you think a vocal practice should be? How much time do we need to
10
commit?
or 15 minutes. That's it. But after you're warmed up.
So like a 5-minute warm-up, 10-minute warm-up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's really not that crazy.
And if you're doing it a few times a day, then to re-warm up, you just might run the straw for a few scales.
Yep.
Right? Check your vocal fry. If the fry is there, you're probably pretty good to go. Right?
So it's about establishing a habit, creating a routine. So you're going to show up every day,
Sticking to
you're going
it.
to warm up, and it doesn't have to be long. But you do have to plan for it. And then the little sort of like the piece of the puzzle I like to add after that, it's like, so practice and performance are completely different things. I am not practicing when I'm singing along in my car, but I am still exercising.
That would be
in a way.
considered a rehearsal.
There we go, rehearsal.
Right? But if you're not there yet, then you could be doing things that would create bad habits, and it doesn't take very long, and you've created a bad habit into the song.
Oh, I got so many bad habits on a few songs because they're like my car songs. And I'm like, this is bad what I'm doing, but I'm enjoying this. I am singing along with Mariah, and some of the notes I'm hitting and some of them I'm not.
Hey, and that's okay, because, that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing is because we want to sing. And singing is good. But when you're exercising, be clinical. Don't cheat.
No cheating. And that's...
Yeah, because you're probably going to spend more time singing than you are exercising.
Yeah, 100%.
But you should switch that around at first. More time exercising. And then, new singers for me, sometimes it's like, well, when do I get to sing songs? And you know what my rule is? Second transition. So for a tenor, for example, E flat to G, first transition, right? Now, after the G, you're in head voice, but you experience the soprano transition, A flat to C, right? So it's something that you experience there. If you can't, to sing pop music as a tenor, I need that bridge.
That's wild.
So if I can't exercise to that bridge, what makes me think I'm going to sing in that bridge?
Interesting.
So don't put the cart in front of the horse.
Fine, Darcy.
Don't put your left foot into your right shoe.
I love this from Damien. I sing around the house, but I'm always aware when I get pitchy or lose the melody. It's become a subconscious thing since I joined Singeo. That's really awesome. It's really cool to hear how mentalities shift around singing.
Yeah, self-adjudication.
Yeah, it's everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh, hey, Mike's here.
The thing is, most people when they start out, they don't realize that they don't know. You don't know that something's not right. And then you start to learn a few things and you go, oh, like Damien said, oh, I'm starting to get it now. I'm catching myself, making errors. Error.
I know. It becomes, try being a vocal coach and then be a singer at the same time. It's brutal.
I have a hard time watching the voice.
And you can't enjoy anything the same because you're just like, oh, I wonder if just move this placement a little bit and shifted this vowel here.
Skewed,
the vowel's a little off.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, so I'm seeing some questions in the questions tab. Don't worry, we are going to get to them. Just a couple more things just about setting yourself up for success in the new year. So you've got your vocal health, you're setting your practice routine, but then goals. I made this post yesterday on my Instagram. I was thinking about how, life or your days can be like an unruly toddler. If you don't give this toddler a little bit of structure, discipline, boundaries, love, it's just a disaster. And it's the same for us. So if you're like, oh, well, I want to sing and I'm going to show up and I'm going to do the lessons, that's really a good start. But you're going to be able to take yourself so much further if you actually set up clear expectations. Like this week, I want to send in a student review. This next month, I'm going to do a performance on Singeo. This year, I'm going to work towards singing at an open mic or for a family member.
Yeah, and getting back to what you first said, I'm going to do a student review. Then what? Follow up on that student review. Do the exercises recommended to build and balance that part in the student review. Resubmit that and see how it worked out. Make sure you're getting results. Because even little victories, right, are going to move you forward.
They really
get braver and braver.
Exactly. And somebody was mentioning about what if it's really scary singing in front of people? Yeah, it's super scary singing in front of people.
Yeah, it is and it isn't. You know what? Confidence comes from being competent.
Ooh,
right?
Yes.
If you're competent, if you're good at something, here, I'll show you how to do it. Give me that thing.
Yeah, I got this.
I got this, right? If you know how to do it and you've done it before, if you've exercised, if you've practiced, if you put that into the song, if you've worked the song, if you've sang it to the point of boredom and someone asks you to sing it, you go, okay.
Got it.
What key?
Yeah.
Right?
It just takes a while to get there.
That's the main reason that you're self-conscious about singing in front of people.
The main reason.
Am I going to make a mistake? Am I going to screw up?
Yeah.
Are they going to like it? Well, who cares?
That's a hard one.
That's the one you have to get over, right? Who cares if they like it? This is your version of that song. Mm-hmm. It's like a chef's version of this salad.
Ooh, I could go for a salad, but I can't afford one anymore. Dude, the cost of lettuce, it's criminal.
It is. You could write a song.
I'm going to write a song about the cost of lettuce.
Is criminal. I have to eat licorice.
Ew, I hate licorice.
I don't even know where that came from.
I don't know either. That was good, though.
Yeah.
Derek says that's why I love live karaoke. I love that. Shining
Oh.
Soul. Oh,
Can I add something to
yes,
karaoke?
please do.
I like karaoke, but it freaks me out when 600 people use the same microphone.
Yes.
Like,
That's why you bring your
carry around your alcohol wipes or bring your own mic. For goodness sakes, it's like sharing a toothbrush. And then I don't want to do karaoke after that. Ugh.
Yeah, that's fair. Mike, eggs aren't bad here. Like in terms of how much they cost. They haven't really
Eggs?
gone up. No.
Nah.
No. Eggs are okay.
Yeah.
We're also kind of privileged in that we can drive to like farms that just put the eggs by the road
Butter,
for sale.
though. Butter.
Butter? I haven't noticed butter.
Oh, butter. Yeah, it's like $10 a pound.
I'm gonna start
almost,
making that.
yeah.
I can make my own butter.
Churn it.
I'm gonna churn some of that butter because I don't know.
Churn.
I eat a lot of
That's
butter.
a word, eh?
Churn.
Churn here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that, Mike. That's terrible. They were never $1.25 here. They've always been closer to like $5.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm going to stay focused.
Focused.
Yes. Craig's, can we have some UK options for the Vocal Mist? As the shipping is real crazy, so maybe I can be Europe distributor. We're actually not officially affiliated with Vocal Mist, so I don't really know about their shipping. That's a good question, though. Maybe you could contact them. Maybe they have a solution.
I know there's others in the UK because Chris Johnson has some fancy ones. Yeah.
Google.
Google naked vocalist.
Careful.
And Vocal Mist, huh?
I was being funny.
Well, that's Chris Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Chris and Steve Giles. They have.
They're
naked,
amazing.
They're coming back out, right?
I just saw.
Yeah, they're coming back
Not
out.
here, but they're relaunching
Their
their
podcast is coming back. Yeah.
Okay, I found their. I'm not going to look through it right now, but I found their nebulizer post. I'll throw it in the chat for you right now so that you can click there.
For those of you in the UK.
You're very funny, Mike. Okay, we're going to answer a couple of questions. Oh, I missed that. The question we are going to start with is, Richard, I'm having issues with the song library that it scrolls up too late. This is especially a problem for me on piano as I like to see the next bar before I actually play it. There might be a bit of a setting wonky. Richard, I would love it if you could send an email to support@pianote.com because then we'll be able to jump in and figure out what's going on. They'll be more aware with like the technical issues of that because no, it shouldn't be jumping incorrectly for you. So send an email there. You could CC me and we'll just make sure that we get that worked on for you. Okay, Derek, I can't remember what Singeo lessons are going to be on Smule. Can we get Darcy, Ayla, Cassie, Jared, K-Rad on there so I can sing with them? Aw, that's so nice.
What?
Okay, so I'll update Darcy. So we have this, we're on Smule.
Oh, yeah.
And so Julia and I don't know how to do this. Technology really stresses me out. See, Julia and I have posted some like performances and then our students can duet with us.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to get you to sing a Smule so students can sing along with you. And then we got to get some of our other friends. I don't know if we're going to convince Jared or K-Rad or Cassie to sing, but we can try Derek.
Jack will do it.
Jack will do it.
Oh, yeah.
Jack for sure will do it. Wendy, I rewatched the live of the small love story tutorial and you used nay, nay, nay on the lyrics. Does this work on every song?
Good question.
Yeah.
Because no.
No.
It doesn't. So when would nay work and when would an alternate exercise work? So let's just say the word is I gave you everything, right? And you're having a problem. Give me a nice high note for you.
For me?
Yeah.
I gave.
Right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to start here on a 5-tone. And you're going to say nay, 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 and just say each word.
Nay, 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 nay.
Keep going.
Nay, 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 nay,
There's the
nay,
note.
nay,
Keep
nay.
going.
Nay, 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 nay.
Slightly brattier on the top.
Nay, 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 nay.
I gave you everything. What was it?
What's the melody?
I gave you everything or whatever. Just
Gave.
right. So it works on that sort of vowels that lend themselves to a bratty sound. Hey. And if you notice, the tongue is low and forward. Gave you everything. But if it was Lonesome Dove on that same note.
Lonesome dove.
Right, so if it's pulling, if it's feeling funky, then nay may not work for you there. So you could use B-O-U, buh. Buh. Again. Good. Lonesome why does that work?
Because we put it in the right place.
Here's why. Da, dove, one up, neutral, likes it in head and chest.
We love
voice.
neutral.
Ba, dove, right? A is a diphthong. Diphthong, right? So it's sort of pulling a. Soft consonant resistor N allows us to balance through like a minnow swimming upstream. I just made that up.
That's good.
And anyways.
I think minnows swim in
So
ponds.
again, we spend most of our time here in the vowel section of the program. Please turn to page 375, days a week.
You'll find this in the method, I promise. I promise.
Oh my gosh.
Richard, I would say see what browser you're using. Try Chrome. Also, click the like sidebar that pulls the video part like left or right, or flip to horizontal to see if that does anything different. But yes, definitely send us an email. Okay.
Leolea.
What is the usual range for alto and where is the transition?
Okay. Altos and tenors are cousins.
They are?
Yes.
Woo!
So pretty much the same transition, right?
Cool.
So for a tenor, first transition usually is E flat above middle C to G, somewhere in there, give or take a semitone. That would be the alto as well.
That's your first transition. Yeah. So don't encourage him, Mark. Arrange for, Mark likes your humor. Arrange for an alto might start where?
What do you mean? Starting?
Where could I comfortably sing if I were an alto? Starting where would be like a low note?
It might be
in here. Can we get the top down? So you might start here.
Yeah.
As an alto.
And really, it's about
transition.
It's about feeling where the transition is. So do the 5-tone ah, not warmed up, and if you start to feel it here rather than here, because this is soprano, right?
Yep.
This is tenor.
Yep.
Soprano, and then mezzo. Is that the one that's higher than soprano?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, and so on and so forth. So it's mathematical. So this is tenor, this is baritone, this is bass.
Boom.
It's mathematical.
And at the end of the day, it's cool to know, and also it's not super important.
I don't play too much into that unless I'm working with someone that's in a choir and they really need to know where they are.
Where their classification
because,
is.
After a month, their range is changed.
Yeah. Your range can shift.
You ever listen to Josh Groban speak?
Yes.
He kind of sounds like me. He's got this high timbre to his voice, but when he sings, that baritone kicks in. And he's just built that resonator.
It's pretty cool.
So you can't really classify it.
Yeah, there's that.
Just enjoy your voice and do with it what you can.
Enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking... Hot topic, friends.
She won the lottery.
I wish. Okay, did you see, Darcy? Rolling Stone announced their list of top 200 singers of all time.
Did you see
this?
You're in it?
No. Unfortunately, not this pass. But guess who's not on it?
Adele.
Adele's on. Of course, it's not Adele. You have one more guess. Somebody you really admire as a vocalist.
Steve Perry.
No, female. One more guess.
Katy Perry. I don't know.
Celine Dion is not on their list. How?
I don't know.
There's names I've never heard of on this list, but yet there's no Celine Dion. Excuse me.
Well, who makes the list? Just because it's
yes, Mike
Stone?
T. Rocksky Sky.
What?
I can't see it on the internet.
Oh, it's Horse Doo Doo.
Yeah, it is. Who is number one? Aretha Franklin. Fair enough.
But who makes the list, really? Because you know what? Your top 100 is going to be different than Jack's.
It doesn't matter, though, because Celine Dion belongs there. She's just that incredible.
Okay, she's on your list.
Jack, is she on your list too?
Lisa, go to Instagram, make your top 100 list.
I'm going to get people mad at me.
Do it.
But I won't miss Celine.
This is your list. Lisa Witt's top 100.
Okay, Singeo's making our own version, which has the right singers on it.
You know what? I remember when you worked with me at DMG, I had because clients would come in and they'd have this song I'd never heard before. Where'd you get this? Oh, I found it on this. I found it on that. And I started making a list of their top 3 songs.
Okay.
And over time, I had a top 10 list for my clients.
Oh, that's cool.
And sure enough, these were the songs I was working for
all the time
for this month. You know, and then it would
go,
change.
Let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember that one?
I do remember that.
Do you remember
one.
like that one lasted the longest?
Remember Brad used to say, if I have to hear Adele
one more time. Oh.
Wouldn't you like to be that artist that everyone's getting sick of?
Yeah.
On the radio and
yeah.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere. That means you've landed.
You've landed.
Yes, Agma, they did snub Celine, and I am taking major issue with it.
Mm.
That's why my hair is sitting there, because it's my
How is Celine?
angry.
Is she doing?
She's struggling right now. And so I'm upset about this. I'm upset about all of it.
She was one of the best concerts I saw.
Oh, Pez, tell us about your concert while I find the questions.
I went to Vegas and my wife took me to see Celine at Caesar's Palace, and I was like, it was really interesting because a vocal coach that I work with, he lives in Vegas. He worked with Celine, so he was telling me that she's just fantastic and she's better live than she is on the record. And I was like, yeah. So I go there, kind of like this, right? Mm-hmm. And there was Kleenex boxes around the theater, and I was like, that's kind of odd. I guess this was even before COVID, right? And sure enough, I swallowed hamburgers a couple times, and I actually cried.
What?
In one point in the concert, and I was like, how is this happening? And I look around, and there's big grown men, she's powerful. She believes what she's doing, and she even said in this one song, it was in French, which I don't understand, and she explained what the song's about, and she says, forgive me if I cry, because it gets me every time. And if you think about it, singers have to relive the emotion of the song they're singing every time. And if you're not, you don't believe it. And if you don't believe it, your audience isn't going to believe it. If you can make people cry, that's magical, because that means you believe it and you're vulnerable and you're authentic and you're honest and you're everything that you need to be. And you're tired probably because you're doing that to yourself emotionally.
Yeah.
So exercise. Stay healthy, San Diego.
Stay healthy. We have 2 more questions.
We have 3
minutes. Okay,
we
Craig. Craig is saying, I've been told I have a good mixed voice. In my opinion, it's quite pop, and I know that your voice is your voice, and there's no point in wishing it to sound like whatever. All that said, I would like to be able to give reasonable performance of more rocky grit songs that would open up more song choices. Can anyone direct me on things to try and focus on to explore this? Thinking like Aerosmith, Matchbox 20. Honestly, Craig, go through the method, because there's a level on style in there that's going to help you to do this. But unless you've done the things before that, just to build a balance in your voice, then you won't have what you need to be able to execute.
A rock stance is basically more weight, right? So weightlifters do this. We're building the bicep, right? And if you don't use enough weight, you're just toning.
Yes.
If you put a little bit more weight on, keep the form, then you can start to build. You rest and it builds, right? With the singer, you want to engage and rest, engage and rest, engage in different levels of resistance, so you can take that poppy sound and then stylize it, meaning technically half right, half the time.
Yeah.
So it's you have to play with the emotions too. Sing a 5-tone scale mad. Sing it happy, sing it confused.
It works.
And you think, well, how do I sing it confused? You've already started. How play a 5-tone? Right? It kind of sounds like you're whining. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Right? But if you play it happy, it's suddenly, sometimes it's even faster.
Yeah.
So if you're going to sing it like a rock singer, you just put more weight on it and let it scrape and slide.
Do what it does. Good answer. Okay. Final question, Marilyn, where can I find detailed instruction on dopey versus bratty vocal strategy? I missed it somehow and don't know where to find it. Julia.
Is that my thing?
It's in your thing. So if you watch The Science of Singing, you're going to see Darcy talking about that. You're also going to find it kind of peppered throughout the method.
Yeah, it's really important.
It's important, but it's a technique that you kind of have to experiment with and apply it at different times and spaces.
Easiest way to find dopey, yawn. You feel the larynx come down. You can sing through the yawn. That's dopey. Like duh.
You're going to use that if your larynx starts to creep up and you start to get, maybe tighter,
starts to get
tense.
Squeezy, or it wants to flip. It's too late if it's flipping. But, you want to keep that bell. I like to say, think falsetto, stay dopey.
So it's not like, oh!
Yeah.
It's chill.
It's chill. Keep the volume the same. And then bratty, of course, best way to find bratty, tongue out. And then sort of bratty.
What does it help with?
Hmm?
Why would we use bratty?
Bratty lifts the larynx slightly and locks it into place, allowing you to experience connected tone head voice.
What?
And then over time, you can release that right? So
And
you
stay
can,
connected.
You can play with your larynx and it keeps the voice connected. What is the connected part? First, the vocal cords stay connected as they approximate. And then chest to head voice through the transition stays connected, ascending and descending,
Boom.
which is the goal of every singer.
We could talk about this for hours, but our
And
time is
Bitcoin.
up. Oh my gosh, okay, my 13-year-old kid wrote like he doesn't write, okay? You have to understand, he's too cool to write. He has a notebook where he's like writing about different kinds of investment funds.
I love your son.
What is this?
Yes.
He's like, if I can make $20K in a year, can I quit school? And I was like, oh,
You know what? You could take homeschooling.
yeah, we could. If you're
We
smart
could
enough to
hire
do
a
that,
tutor.
you can teach yourself.
You could pay for the tutor, dude.
Anyways, that's totally another thing.
Yeah.
You guys, there's a lot here that you can watch back because we're gonna have this posted in the members area.
What was it
for
we were
you.
going to do an episode on?
Oh, Julia wrote it down. Mm.
Short-term memory kicked in. Ding!
Was it? I Will Always Love You, and it was another one. There's two
a
things.
series of something we could do a whole webinar on it.
Julia's got it. Thank God for Julia. She'll have it written down somewhere.
I had a pen once.
On stretches.
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 Yes.
Where would we be without
Julia, you're awesome, even in another country.
Yeah, you're awesome everywhere you go. Cheapers. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I've enjoyed spending time with you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Darcy. Thank you, everyone. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll see ya.
Thank you, all 5 cameras.
See you next
Well,
time.
there's only 4 today.
There's 4. Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.
Happy
Singeo well.
singing. Oh, that was good.